The way we're looking at it from Unisys' perspective is the things that we've been doing in the U.S. in terms of protecting our borders, in terms of immigration controls, in terms of literally every single passenger who comes into the United States being processed on our systems, the demand for that has been growing in Europe as well. So you've heard about the migration issues and all of those. So those are the trends that we saw actually happening over the last 6 months, even before Brexit happened. So we started talking to the EU about securing EU borders. Now, if you think about more borders being created within the European Union, with Brexit, for example.
Better for business.
Better for business.
Okay, so maybe better for business, but let me ask you a separate question, which is it better for the world? Which is to say, with multiple border controls, are we actually going to be safer or less safe? Because then there's going to be the issue of sharing the information.
Clearly, and I think that the European Union and the U.S. were in the process of negotiating this privacy shield, as you know, which allows for information and data sharing across the Atlantic. With Brexit, probably something similar has to be put in place between the UK and the European Union. So my expectation is, in the near term at least, the privacy shield types of things will still apply to the UK. That won't break down.
But do you think we'll be safer or less safe because of this?
Well, as we look at securing our national borders here in the U.S., it's all about understanding, and you had a border security type of a story just earlier this morning. Those types of technology solutions are the ones that we're depending on more and more. So we believe that securing physical boundaries by using analytics, biometrics, vascular recognition, those are the types of solutions that we're offering.
Is that in some way profiling, though? There's a huge pushback against profiling.
I think
when you say biometrics, I mean, those are fancy sounding words, but in reality, are we just talking about profiling?
I think you're trying to identify those that are higher risk from those that are lower risk. I don't consider it profiling.
Which are 18 to 25-year-old Muslim men, statistically.
Clearly, that's not the way we're looking at it, right? So we look at it from a behavioral standpoint. What is your behavior, and what are the things that you might do based on that?
So what are some of the new metrics that you look at that are a little bit different?
So we're integrating some of the, I'll call it, database of information around the world of what travelers are doing. We also look at new areas around integrating that into biometrics and facial recognition and so on. It's more about identifying the individuals, about identifying land border crossings and vehicles going across the border. And then on the cyber side, securing financial institution transactions, for example. We have a product called Stealth that actually cloaks networks, in effect.
How aggressive?
What does that mean, cloaking networks?
So it shrinks the attack surface of a network. It's called microsegmentation, a very new approach to security, and enabling basically less and less and less to be accessed.
Right, sure.
And then providing a shield around that, our technology called Stealth for a reason, where it's hard to hack. So, for example, we're the only solution running on Amazon Web Services, on Microsoft Azure, and we think the next cloud builder that builds one will put it on there as well.